Remember when cell phones used to look like this? Pretty old, huh? Well, maybe you have a few of them laying around your house too. So what do you do with them? Well, you take them to places like this, e-waste recyclers. This one's called Green Citizen. As technology speeds up, it also piles up. And if you don't want it anymore, places like Green Citizen in San Francisco will take it. Most of it free of charge.
Batteries, cell phones, stereo equipment, computers, even vacuum cleaners, microwaves, basically anything that plugs into a wall and runs off batteries.
So why is recycling all this stuff important? Well, e-waste is toxic. In fact, all those monitors, printers, and cell phones are the largest contributor of carcinogenic toxins in the U.S.
We understand that there's an issue here. In Green Citizen, we understand that there's an issue with e-waste and that it's polluting the environment, that it's hurting people's health. So we want to do the right thing and help the community make this an easier issue to deal with.
For Green Citizen, doing the right thing means knowing where all this stuff goes once it's on the truck.
We make sure that everything is taken care of here in the United States. We don't work with offshore brokers. We don't work with recyclers who send anything overseas or to landfills. We make sure everything is taken apart by hand, crushed down, boiled down to the raw material form, and processed in an environmentally safe manner.
Okay, so once you drop off your cell phone at a collector, where does it go? What happens to it? Well, more than likely, it'll end up at a place like this, a giant recycler. And boy, do they have phones.
This is about how much we accumulate maybe after 6 to 8 months of collection. This box right here is nothing but the first generation BlackBerries. You still find like a lot of these. I mean, I think this one came out in like 2001, 2002, and this is more of our barrel of smaller sized phones.
This is an average day at Direct Computer Disposal in Oakland, California, where workers recycle dozens of CRTs.
With a lot of the stuff that we're dealing with, I mean, printers, computers, a lot of that stuff is coming here because it's not working anymore.
But cell phones are an exception.
For the most part, the ones that can be refurbished and can look nice enough, they're going to Latin American markets where there still is a demand for, a phone like this. I mean, this is what, 6 or 7 years old here, but chances are Nokia is a pretty good manufacturer. I would bet money that this thing is still working, or if it's not, a couple of small repairs can get this thing working again, which means, it can basically have a second life.
Keeping cell phones out of the landfill is important, in part because there's going to be even more of them.
I can't picture anybody using a phone that's more than 2 years old these days. I think in the last 2 years, I've probably gone through 2 or 3 cell phones myself.